Okay, guys, good morning. Welcome to Basic. We're going to continue working on lines of symmetry. So sometimes in a shape, there's more than one line of symmetry. It just depends on the shape, and you have to think about, because what you really want to do is divide that shape into two even halves. So sometimes there's different ways of doing it. So I've just put some shapes up, and I want to show you kind of what the lines of symmetry would be, so you guys get the understanding. There's more than one line of symmetry in that shape. So I'm going to start with this square over here. And one thing, maybe the obvious two would be, if we cut that in half, that's one line of symmetry. And the other one would be right here. So that's two. But we also could do, excuse me, this drives me crazy, that way and that way. So let's back that up a little bit. And I'll show you. Let's do this diagonal one. So if we go diagonal, this would fold right over on that, and that would be perfect. We would just take this corner and fold it over on that corner, and it would work out perfect. And we could also do the same the other way, which is, oops, let me try to get red for you guys, is that way. Because we could fold one would fold right over on two. So in this case, in this square, there's going to be 4 lines of symmetry. Because every time you draw that line through there, you can fold the other half on the other side. And I think you want to start, however the way you see it. But like I did the one right through the middle first. I thought that would be the most recognizable. And that would be if we just did right here. Then that would fold over on that. But sometimes there's more than one line. So you just have to think about, how can I divide that shape into two even halves? Okay, let's go over to this arrow here. So one way we can do this is right through the middle. And then the top half would fold on the bottom half. So this one would fold right over on two, and it would lay perfect. It'd be what we call symmetrical. Another thing we could do here is we could split this right in the middle, and this would fold evenly over to that. So in this case, there's 2 lines of symmetry in this one. Okay? Because if we fold them over, they're going to lay perfectly, and it's going to match up perfectly. Okay. Now let's do this triangle down here. Now, if we go right through the middle, and this triangle isn't perfect, you guys, I'm sorry. You can tell I'm a terrible artist. But in this case, one would fold over on two. Okay, another way we could do it, and let me try to make this triangle a little bit better so you can really see this. So we have that. We also could do this and also that. Because when you fold it over, it would lay perfectly on the other side. So that triangle, there's going to be 3 lines of symmetry. Okay. And let me get rid of, so you can kind of see this a little bit better. If we folded this up to that, it would lie perfectly even. Is really all we're asking you to do, is just to kind of like, I guess some of you might have done origami. We take a piece of paper and fold it on the other side, it lines up perfectly. That would mean that fold would be symmetrical. Okay. Now the last one I want to do is this rectangle. In this one, there's going to be 2 lines of symmetry. This top half would fold evenly on the bottom half. And that one's pretty straightforward. And the other one would be, let me get rid of that, is if we did it right down the middle. And then one would lay over on 2. So this one has 2 lines of symmetry. There's sideways, and then if you fold it in half, would give you equal parts on both sides. So that's really, I want to see if I can, I'll try to pull up yesterday. Yesterday we did some practice, and see if I can get to Google Classroom. I might have to do it on here. Okay, so these, what we did yesterday, basically, I can't draw right now, but this one would be, this bug, you would just split it in the middle is really the only one, because this shape is kind of oblong where my arrow is. So the arrow would go right in the middle. This brush too, it's right in the middle. The shirt would be right in the middle. Now this one right here, this funky shape number 3, you could do sideways and up and down. Okay, so there's a little more in there. This brush would be right in the middle. This square, same thing. You could do it basically in the middle and you go up and down. That one could be 2. Now this one's a circle. So the circle is a little bit different. You could probably go down and, well, the hands are a little bit low. That one you would just basically go down. Number 8, same thing. You would just go across. So you have to kind of look at the shape and see, is there more than one way to fold that to make it symmetrical? Okay. Let me see. Are there a couple more down here? Yeah, you can see here. This one, once again, this one, I guess there'd be 4. I'm sorry. Yeah, because it's just like the square we did. So any square figure, there's probably going to be 4 lines of symmetry. For the bug, you can see 1. For like this little scalpel, I guess, it's just going to be 1 as well. So hopefully you guys, here are some more practices too. This one, number 1, you could go sideways up and down. This box, you could go sideways up and down. There'd be 2. The pencil will be right in the middle. Let's just look at, we'll look at the answers together. Drag this down a little bit. So you can see this one would go to, this one you split in half. Now this star, there are, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, I think there's 7 or 8 ways, I think. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 ways, I guess, to do that. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, excuse me. Okay. The hat would be split in the middle. This wrench is 2 ways. This like match is 1 ways, and the lamp is just 1 way too. Okay. So when you're doing this, guys, you just have to think about, like I said, can I split this in half where each side is going to be equal? With these figures here, it's a little, they're life figures, they're real things. It's, you have to maybe think a little bit more, but we're just doing shapes like we practice. You just have to think, can I break that into half evenly? Okay. So what I'll do, you guys, I'll go ahead and post some more examples. We're just going to do shapes today. So, but I did want you guys to practice a little bit on real things, but today's just going to be shapes. If you have any questions, just email me. And I will see you guys. I'm just checking. Tomorrow, we'll try to wrap up Symmetry. We'll do one more thing, and that's going to be it for Symmetry. Okay, you guys, have a wonderful day. Bye.